Very warm welcome back. Thank you so much. Today is a very hot discussion on labor externalization, something that has been contentious in Uganda for quite some time. Where is the benefit? Where is the cost? And that's exactly what we are discussing today. I'm seated with Mr. Tom Mwesigwa, who is the CEO of the External Labor Agencies of Uganda, and as well as Mr. Kasibo Fred, a member of the same association and body. Mr. Kasibo, Mr. Tom here just broke down some of the benefits and the chain of value that the industry of labor externalization has been able to add to Uganda. However, the biggest concern of Ugandans has been the violent cases that they have received, unfortunately, in the recent past. For example, when you look at some reports over last year, 2022 and 2021, over 90 cases of domestic violence were reported, over about 257 cases of illnesses, and very disappointingly, over 88 deaths were reported every year between 2021 and 2022. These cases are possibly some of the reasons why Ugandans have become so negative about labor externalization. Yet, this is a sector that brings in 4.5 trillion every single year in our sector, in our economy as Uganda. What can be done to streamline the sector in order to tap into the potential it has to provide for the economy, but also ensuring safety of the human beings involved?
Thank you, Mr. Anthony Sebai. My take would be, I will begin with Minister of Labour. We want to thank the Minister of Labour of Uganda for the emphasis, for the power, for all it's doing for us. I will start with the Minister of Labour. Before, we never had IMIS. IMIS, this is like a site where we collect our data from. Every worker going abroad passes through IMIS. You understand? What do I mean by IMIS? IMIS is where we collect data that the house where you're going to work abroad from, we have your boss's number, we have where you have the contract with you. You're going to read through what you're going to work abroad. You want to go just like that. You understand? After there, Ministry of Labour came up with it has come up with training centers. Before, we never had training centers. You understand? Yeah. Before, we never had training centers. Training centers have been given a curriculum that teaches our our workers before they go abroad. They are taught, they are brainstormed. You know, brainstorming someone is the best, I could say, the best defense in every society. Remember, where we pick our workers from, most of them come from deep, very far. You understand? A person who has never got like 1 million shillings in 20 years. Yeah. You understand? So remember, this is a person now who is going to be earning 1 million shillings per what? Per month. You see? Yeah. So these training centers have really helped us through the Ministry of Labour at the moment. Training centers have come in and they're teaching these girls, you understand, what to do. The other side. It's a curriculum, they teach them. It's sort of a curriculum these girls are taught before they go abroad. The same Ministry of Labour, it has come up with the GCC. The GCC, before we had it, but it wasn't really big like how it is at the moment, because as you have been hearing, the cries are here. We have external organs that are being removed. We have this and this going on. You understand? Right now, we have these GCC centers. These are hospitals that check every organ before anyone gets a visa or says wants to travel abroad. Is checked thoroughly. So this issue where we used to hear, they are moving our organs, they're doing whatever, those things were carried down. We have Interpol as again come into existence, because a person getting an Interpol in Uganda, you have to be fully a law-abiding citizen of Uganda. You understand? Now, all these are in place. Where is the noise coming from? Before, as you have been seeing before, we had our former association. There was a gap between all these bodies. Because if you look at the bodies that are in control of our workers, that's right. We have Minister of Labour, we have Minister of Internal Affairs, it's a must. We have Minister of Health for the organ part of it. We have Minister of Internal Affairs, you understand? All those sectors were apart, you understand? Now, as we we have come as the overseers. You see, you remember this is an association that has emerged from directors who have come to associate. You understand? So, when Minister of Labour does all this, what is bringing all this kind of noise abroad? As we have said, no. We are here for solutions. We are here to see that our people abroad work in harmony and in a very straight way. We are engaging Minister of Foreign Affairs. You understand? Because Minister of Foreign Affairs is the sector that has see the other side. Before there has been a very big gap. You understand? Because we the overseers, we are the people to bridge these gaps. You understand? We are the people to bridge, to say, hey, Minister of Foreign Affairs, how are things moving? Because we, Minister of Labour, gives us the mandate to have a licensed company. They give us the mandate to recruit from Uganda to the destination that we shall get for what? For our workers. Now, as allow our work, you see that we oversee and say, what are the challenges? Our challenges are our people having. What is the cause of this kind of challenge? That's when we say, we shall bring in Minister of Foreign Affairs. Minister of Foreign Affairs. We are lucky and we are happy that Minister of Foreign Affairs has come on board with Aleu. They are going to associate with Aleu so that we tell them the problems we are facing the other side and we carve away how we can help our workers abroad. You see, this sector, as you were saying before, saying that this is a sector that has brought in a lot of revenue. This is a sector that boosts the whole of Uganda. Example, I had a family. They gave me 10 workers. From one family, 10 girls. Now, these girls, luckily enough, they went abroad and they've got very good families because they were very good girls. These families, and remember, this family is down that side in what? In Palisa. But this family is earning 10 million. 10 million shillings per month. 10 million shillings per month. You understand? And moreover, it's down the other side, not in the village. You understand? This money from these people comes straight from where they're working from to the villages. Are you seeing how we boost the economy? To the villages, you understand? To the last person down the other side. Example, Mr. Anthony, you're working your money here in Kampala. When you receive your salary, you don't think about yourself, you understand? But these people are sending money to our villages. You understand? We are boosting the economy. You see? So, as I conclude, we are very happy with the response of Minister of Foreign Affairs. As we, the overseers, you understand, we saw it necessary to bring all these sectors, all of us together. And we said, you know what? Let's have one common voice. If you have one common voice, there's no way we can fail to curb this noise down. So now, Minister of Foreign Affairs is on board, Minister of Internal Affairs is on board, because we are trying to talk to them. What my colleague was saying, it's very bad to see these girls now at the moment. If you look at before how the passports were moving, at the moment, passports are very many that are being made every day on a daily basis. You understand? Because of this sector, our sector. You understand? So that's why we were like, you people, why do you respect these small girls who come and stand alongside the road there from day and night? Remember, these girls are from the villages. You understand? They don't know Kampala. So like, well, how will you help us? They're like, don't worry. As we have come on board, don't worry. We are going to associate with you people. Internal Affairs, that's the Minister of Internal Affairs. Minister of Labour, for Minister of Labour, it has done all its best. I cannot lie to you, Minister of Labour has done all its best internally to see that every worker going abroad is in a straight line. And we really appreciate and thank the work of Minister of Labour. You understand? So now, our engagement with Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Ministry of Internal Affairs. You understand? We are very positive that Ministry of Foreign Affairs is on board now. It has come on board to find a way. Because these people you see abroad, other people are bringing a lot of money. They are bringing a lot of money. But as you know, where human beings are, noise can never be down. Because right now, you eat food at the moment, but within 2 minutes, you're hungry. You never remember that, hey, man, I ate food, even I poured it away. So that's humanity. No one can ever solve all issues of humanity. But we wake up and we find those solutions that can make all of us live healthily and move. Absolutely.
Thank you, Mr. Karuso. Mr. Tom here, if you can supplement on what he has just submitted.
Yeah.
When you look at the negativity streaming from labor externalization, people were distressed, especially about the girls that were being mistreated. And I watched a commentary on someone who said, more Ugandans lose their lives on Ugandan roads than we have lost
abroad.
Absolutely. And that kind of brings it to a relaxation. But still, it's not convincing enough, especially for the parents to these young women. Now we are talking women because they are the most vulnerable and they are the majority that actually are going through this system. What assurance can you give them right now, especially with what he has said with the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development, putting in place the external employment unit, also the system just talked about, the external employment management information system. Are these sufficient? Have they been put to full use to ensure the safety of migrant workers?
Yeah, thank you very much, moderator. That's a good question. Now, you've already hinted on it that Ugandan roads kill many people compared to people who die from abroad. That's true. Not on the roads here, even malaria. Malaria kills a lot of people in this country and worldwide, but mainly in Africa than any other problem. But you see, like externalization unit is established. IMIS, the system to track all the migrant workers that are going abroad, is established. But what we need now is to make sure it is enforced properly. And there is one thing that ministry is lacking, informing people. People are lacking information about these things. I think I'm one of the gentlemen who has always talked frankly on chain. People get challenges, but the thing is, for example, if you see the accidents border gets, no one is talking about it. But rare to see people are dying that they are coming from abroad. It's only that people mixed the westernization of social media into work. If somebody have a freedom of being on TikTok 24/7 sending messages that they are harassing me, you're saying you don't have freedom. You don't have peace, but you have a freedom of internet to send to your country. To me, that is not lack of freedom. That is freedom, but freedom that is misused. You get the point? Now, ministry, what they need to add on now, after establishing that system and that extradition unit, is to add on mass media information to inform this parent that is very far away, that they have showed a TikTok video and that parent knows my daughter will not sleep on. But at the end of the day, you will see your daughter after 2 years, big, fat, after eating an Arab chicken. You get the point. So what we need is the government to extend more information to the public. So the public, negativity can reduce, and we maintain this blessing of labor externalization. Another thing we need, it is the coordination of the stakeholders, Foreign Affairs and Minister of Gender, Minister of Labor. They should come together, because Minister of Foreign Affairs is responsible for these embassies. Now, Labor has put the system of tracking, has put that externalization unit, has licensed more companies to curb human trafficking with briefcase companies. You understand my point? Yeah. Now, it should be more of foreign affairs engaging labor, and they see the possible challenges we are facing, and they strengthen the foreign affairs policies and missions to do. That is by strengthening the embassies and where we have consulars. You understand my point? But how do they do this? Well, reviewers, we have agreed that we get huge remittance from the labor export. Can we also benefit on that remittance by empowering the Minister of Gender, having some delegates going and checking on the workers like the way we do individually, because that's what the law says. Then, how can we also benefit on that huge remittance? By empowering and strengthening the foreign affairs, having more foreign missions and more people on board to help these outcries, as also we allow here, working hand in hand. Because, for example, the system we have to use is, having a calling center where all people who are in distress can call. And we immediately, if we have the good tracking records, we know the company, and we know the company externalizes that person, and we immediately call, and they call the partners in Saudi Arabia, and they see that problem can be solved. So, one way or another, we should benefit on that remittance too. The government should say, like the way they have established this public development model, they should also, bring something for Chayo. That this fund is there to help people to go get good jobs. This fund is there to help people to monitor people. But here, I have to use my own money, which I have worked. Then I have to go to Saudi Arabia and tour all my candidates, which is not okay with me, to be sincere, because I also have a family to look at, as these workers are also working and they have their family to look at. You understand my point? So the government should empower us. The government should empower the Minister of Gender. The government should empower Foreign Affairs and other any stakeholders like the security at the airport to curb more of human trafficking. That is how we can make this industry better. So, but now when you see at the moment, the government gives us license. That's the Minister of Gender. But after giving you a license, they tell you it is your responsibility. But if you see things fail with government, how about we individual? The sincerity is, government, you have given much burden. You sign, well, we are waiting the bilateral agreement to be signed, but that burden is too much to individual companies. And that's why I also tell the bloggers, the much focus should be to remind the government, not attacking the government, to remind the government that you should also help these companies to do their work. For example, the law in that bilateral, when the girl goes to Saudi Arabia, after 90 days, all the authority goes to the employer. Ugandan recruitment agents, you're off. Saudi Arabian recruitment agents, they are off. But now who should be tackling that? When they are signing the bilateral, they should be consulting the stakeholders in this. We are stakeholders who have experience, who have solved more issues and more challenging issues. To mention but a few up to date, you get the point. But we are not empowered enough. So even if we do dance on the moon, if the government cannot empower us much to solve these problems, then it will still remain hide and seek. But I think being a new sector in Uganda, this is not a bad beginning, because averagely, if you see the challenges we are getting, these are common challenges. For example, they have not given me food. For example, they have beaten me. But how many people here are being beaten in families, even man and woman, even we ourselves beating our kids? But because we have a big challenge, number one, having a public negativity, bloggers, social media bloggers, they have used that chance to connive with our clients we take to increase more public negativity, to even make these people unruly because they are misguiding them. But to me, the people I have externalized it. Those who have kept in coordination with us, successfully we have handled their problems. Successfully we have handled any issue that arises. And people are working to fulfill our dream of making a millionaire society.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Tom.
Yeah.
I want to bring you back, Mr. Kabiso here. And it's about, we've generally talked of exporting our labor to the Middle East, especially our girls. But currently the trend has also shifted to graduates. You're seeing people who have graduated from institutions of higher learning. And these are people we could see as probably resourceful here, but are also now going abroad because there are no jobs. Don't you think this is compromising the quality of our labor system, and it's actually depriving us of talent and good brains from Uganda?
Of course it is. But of course, at the end of the day, everyone wants a better take home. It's really affecting us, but of course, at the end of the day, everyone wants a better what? A better take home. You understand? And this cannot be prevented. A person is a doctor here, earning the amount woman is earning, and a person is given the same opportunity to go and work abroad, given nice pay. What's the option?
Absolutely. But the cost, and we losing too much, and we getting away so much from what we could be actually keeping for ourselves as well.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm talking for here, Mr. Anthony. The issue is, at the moment, let's all of us agree that we're not having a lot of jobs in our country, you see? And this is something that all of us should address, you see? And that's the reason why we are here. Secondly, the government should appreciate the graduates who are here that have graduated. I'm a doctor, I'm a what, a favorable pay. You understand? Because really talking, I cannot be here, I'm going to earn, example, $5,000. I'm a doctor, and here at home, I'm earning like 1 million. Remember, 1 million, there's NSSF, 1 million, I'm renting a house, 1 million,
You end up with
Nothing.
working for nothing. Example, now our ladies we take abroad, they're earning 1 million, but they're sleeping, they're having medical allowances, they're feeding them, they're doing everything. You understand? A person is getting that 1 million and is coming home broadly.
Pure profit.
Pure profit, nothing
Which is
what?
not here.
And the input is little. Look at all the problems young girls face here. Just getting a mere job. They're being used, they're being exploited. You understand? So all in all is one. I call upon Afro-Ugandans, Afro-bloggers, everyone outside there. We have an opportunity of these jobs you're getting for people abroad. You understand? Okay, we know there are a lot of crises because, as I say, human beings, their needs can never be finished. But let's respect and value the small jobs you are getting, the jobs you are getting for people. How much a blogger? You understand? Don't over add in a lot of things. Now, we have the most problem we are having at the moment are the runaways. You understand? The runaways. What do I mean? These ladies live here, they go abroad. After reaching abroad, there are some clique of women who are there abroad. Ugandans, fellow Ugandans. They convince them and talk to them, do you know what? When you come out and when we take you this side, you're going to be earning 1.5, 1.6. Those are people who are getting problems. Remember, when a lady leaves Uganda, she's in the streamline. Ministry of Labor has put always this person in the streamline. You understand? So he has a guarantee. In the case of any problem, that person is helped. But when you have run away from your where you're supposed to work from, you're a freestyler. This person who's taking you is going to overuse you, even rape you or kill you because you have no backup. But here, if you're in a house, I will know so and so was put in this house. I know the phone number. I know the employer. I know everyone. In case of any problem, there's an office standing by for that person in case of anything. But here, because these fellow Ugandans over once, who went there say to spoil this kind of job, they are there convincing our ladies, disturbing their brains, come out of the houses, we give you a third job that can give 1.5. Remember, these are people who are from the villages the other side. Their minds, okay, we have the training centers that brainstorms them, you understand? And we are emphasizing, we're going to emphasize on training centers, that curriculum, you understand? We're emphasizing, by the way, this is going to be, it's our next step as in office. Because we want to look at the curriculum very well and you see what are these people teaching our girls.
In the training centers.
The training centers, yes. Because this is the first key. What you teach these girls is what they consume. You understand? So if you mislead them, they end up disturbing and portraying. You know, in this country, it's not only Uganda that is working there. There are very many countries. We have Indians. Indians are very rich, but they're still that side. You understand? We have Filipinos. We have Bangladeshis. We have Nigeria. Nigeria is the richest country in Africa, but still doing the same thing. And I pity people who come out and say, that is slavery.
Modern day slavery.
Modern slavery. I pity and look at them and laugh. Slavery was a forced way. They could come and force you to go and grab you.
This is not
slavery never had Ministry of Labor.
Exactly.
Slavery never had payments.
It was
salary.
never tracked.
You understand? It was never tracked. But because of, as I told you, the brainstorming before
The mindset.
yeah, before people and you know, I know that most of the questions people are coming up with. You say, oh, ladies are taking the other side, and doing this, it's modern slavery. Which slavery is that is paid?
Mr. Kasimo, we're going to return very shortly down there. But my question here in the next session, probably one of the things we could hint on is when you look at Philippines, when you look at Nigeria, over years they have advanced. They are taking now a little bit more professional positions. When you look into the hotel business, they are becoming head managers sometimes. They are becoming,
even our neighboring Kenya.
They are driving cabs. They are driving. I mean, the jobs are a little bit more professional. What is happening to ours? Are we only going to take maids and security guards? Aren't we going to advance to a level where we can also export teachers, export nurses and doctors professionally to work in big positions? After the break, Mr. Top, and this is the point, and we are discussing labor externalization business. I'm with officials from the Uganda External Labor Agencies of Uganda, ILAO, a new organization here to bring us a new touch on the labor externalization industry. Stay with us, we'll be right back.